duck football. You don't think of him stretching the field deep like that. You don't see guys floating down the field going up and get the ball. I disagree with I disagree with the throwing power. He's not a 97 throwing power. I mean, he was throwing to Randy Moss. Anybody can get there. That's just shucking it up, and if it's a fly route, Randy will get it. No one can out-jump Randy.
Right.
And when you say 97 power, I don't think of him as one of those elite cannons. Like, he doesn't have a Jay Cutler, Matthew Stafford, Tony Romo type cannon.
Right.
Like, he's more of a sniper. He hits you, he picks you. Pew, pew, pew. When you think of those guys are those bombs. They shooting tanks. Whoom. Whoa, you know what I'm saying? They just throwing it over the top. Like, I don't think of Brady with no damn 97 throwing power.
No, you rarely see him air deep. Rarely. I think one of the only times I've seen him air deep, his receiver missed the ball because he got used to it.
If anything, you can give Big Ben a 97 throwing power.
He got a 94. Big Ben got a 94 throwing power.
There's no way in fucking hell Tom Brady's arm is stronger than Tom Brady's arm is stronger than Big Ben's.
Yeah, I don't agree with that either. Like it do seem fishy because I didn't see Roethlisberger throw it from the 50-yard line and score.
Oh, I just got a tweet from Roger Goodell in the chief operator EA Sports. The 97 throwing rating comes from a deflated ball. Full regulation, he's a 76.
They definitely gonna have to tune that. I guess they won't touch anything on Brady until he actually plays regulation football. It's the suspension of penalties. But not getting too off topic. We got a number one seat here.
One more. Tom Brady just texted me and told me to destroy the phone podcast after we're done. No one will hear this.
Tom Brady getting his best Mission Impossible on Tom Cruise.
Man, that rating is off, man. That man does not have a 97 throwing power unless the ball is deflated. We on to number one. Everybody should know who number one is. I'm going to let you break it down.
Aaron Rodgers, 99 overall. Got the better less than perfect rate with a 95 throw power, a 98 play action, 88 throw on the run. Throw accuracy deep is an 80. Throw accuracy short is a 94. Throw accuracy mid is a 92.
Nah, the 99. The 99 is rough. I think once again, same thing with Breeze. I think the same thing with Breeze. I criticize and give him critical points because of what he did against like top 5 defenses. But when you add all those averages up, and then at the same thing I brought up for Luck, when you bring in the fact that he is mobile, he might just be a 99 because it helps a lot to do with the talent he has around him. He has 2 great wide receivers. He has a quote-unquote top running back. He has a solid offensive line. He just may be a 99, honestly.
I can't agree with the solid offensive line part, but his accuracy ratings are tainted because of the targets he has. I mean, Randall Cobb and Jordy Nelson found a way to get that ball.
Let's not forget, he got 38 touchdowns, only 5 interceptions.
Yeah, he don't turn the ball over at all much, so that is a good point.
So, as much as I was a little upset, but as y'all heard this list, it's a lot of shit missing. First of all, let's pause. Let's thank no sponsors at this time. Let's just say, we talking Madden, right? We talking the biggest football game ever. How in the fuck is Peyton Manning not in the top 5 of quarterbacks? I don't care what he did down the stretch. You can sit and say whatever you want about Peyton Manning, what he did down the stretch. You make Drew Brees a 95 overall. So that means Peyton not even a 94 because Luck is a 94. Now let's read Drew Brees' stats to Peyton Manning's. Last year, as stated earlier, Drew Brees threw for 4,952. Peyton threw for 4,722. So Brees get the edge in the yardage. Peyton threw for 39 touchdowns to 15 interceptions. Drew Brees threw 33 to 17. So Peyton has the more touchdown to interception ratio.
Right.
Peyton also, we got to remember, Drew Brees' stats is also padded because Drew Brees played from behind a lot last year. He played from behind an awful lot last year, so all they could do was chuck the ball up. Let's not forget, towards the end of the year, the Broncos found a new life in their running game. So Peyton Manning touchdowns were stolen. Yeah, because he didn't pass it as much. So how can you give Drew Brees those numbers and have Peyton under him?
Right. And even Ben Roethlisberger, man. Ben Roethlisberger 95 over. Oh man, come on, man. Over Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning definitely below a 94. I mean, come on, man. Let's be real.
Yeah. Dang, it's just odd. Ben Roethlisberger and Drew Brees threw for the exact same amount of yardage.
That's crazy.
They both threw for 4,952. 33 touchdowns to 32.
That is crazy.
So you almost...
Another name we missing on this list possibly is Russell Wilson, man. I mean, the guy don't make mistakes. I mean, he's a very, very smart quarterback. Can move. First of all, he's a scrambler type. And I mean, his throw accuracy short and mid are pretty much on point. And coming into this season where the Seahawks got the steal of the century from Jimmy Graham, I think that trade is pretty much on that Herschel Walker to Minnesota type deal steal for Dallas. Like, man, even though Dallas got rid of it, they got, man, everything.
They were able to draft. They were able to draft a Super Bowl winning line off of that.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm looking at it. Y'all know I love my numbers. Once again, last year, the yardage is not the big yards because of who he has running the ball. I mean, he did have 3,475 yards, 20 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions. He had a completion percentage of 63. The numbers are not as great as you want, but if we're rewarding people like Ben for what's around them, you give him Jimmy Graham, you got to think about it. And since we're talking Madden, what they always say, the closest thing to the quarterback is the tight end. You know, I think he's gonna pick up. But you also leaving off the names of Eli, who I don't know how far he's down. Matt Ryan, he still had a solid year. Romo.
Eli got the punishment for the interceptions.
Yeah.
Tony Romo.
But would you put Tony Romo as a 95, a 94 though?
No, but up there, he should be in consideration. At least. I mean, it's a no-brainer. Because I don't have the list in front of me. Where is Peyton Manning actually at? I can't see him much lower than 6. He got to be 6.
Yeah.
Has to be 6. That's a no-brainer. Who would you put at 6? Joe Flacco?
Ha! No, Ryan Tannehill.
But
they They signed in Dominican Sue, so that makes a big difference for their offense, apparently. Who knows?
Apparently.
Right. Well, that's the first.
And Dominican Sue helping them.
And I'm still appalled that we talking video game wise. We talking the best quarterback this generation has ever seen. And was one of the best quarterbacks of last year. I mean, just look, he finished in the top 5 in every passing category. And he doesn't make the top 5 of your Madden rating. You're out of this world. You're out of this world, EA. You're out of this world. I don't know what else to tell you guys besides you're out of this world for that one. There's no reason Peyton Manning is not in the top 5 of the discussion of best quarterbacks on this thing. We're going to take a minute, pay some bills. Y'all know how it is. It's always hot in the D and the Shy. I have to close the window because Detroit did not be quiet. Let me give y'all a little sample of this and we'll be right back.
What is going on, world? It's your man Brian Meeks of One Take Podcast Nation. But I don't know about you, but I've been putting in 50 hours a week for the last few months, and I feel like I need a vacation. And what better time to take a vacation than football season? I mean, you know the Packers. I just might take a trip out to Oakland in December. Or week 1, I just might take a little trip down the road to see the Packers put a whooping on them Bears. Now, I don't feel like putting those miles on my new car I just got a couple days ago. Or I was looking up ticket prices, and them ticket prices to Oakland is ridiculous around Christmas time. So what I'm going to do and what you should do is go Stats Travel. That's the way you should ride to your games. That's the way you should ride anywhere. Big bus. We ride. You ride. Stats Travel, man. Check it out.
Yo, we back. It's your man. It's none other than Jim Shoe Johnny, the hardest working man at One Take. I got my other One Take brethren on the line. My man B Lovers. We just broke down the quarterback fallout ratings from Madden 16. You know what we didn't do? We didn't even announce the day that it's coming out. When life stops. I requested 3 days off work for Madden, by the way.
Oh, man. Me and you both, man. I mean, August 25th is like holiday for Madden fans, man. I done seen, going to Midnight Madness, I done seen a lot of crazy stuff, man. Like, one, I done seen guys call off in the line.
Yeah.
Around his boss behind him type deal. Like, man.
Yeah, I done been one of the few that was in line waiting because I used to get paid on Mondays when I worked for McDonald's. Man, I used to get paid on Mondays, and sometimes my check would be late. I done been one of the few that's in line waiting for 12:15 to hit so my check can hit. So I would let people go in front of me in order to make sure I had the money to pay for the Madden. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's raining, if it's hot as hell. We just be out there, man. We be so hungry. Everybody get their game and run out. Everybody in line talking about what teams they're gonna play with, and that's why we doing this podcast, because it gives you a chance to get a feel of some of the players that may be on the team that you're thinking about playing with. Before we jump into this running back, offhand right now, what team outside of your local team be that you looking to give a spin with this year?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Number 1 on my list is Miami. I mean, that D-line is ridiculous. I looked at some of the defensive ratings that we're going to touch on a little more down the road. But Sue and Cameron Wake, boy, they look nasty.
Yeah, and then you still got Brent Grimes on the back end, so chuck it up if you want to.
Right.
Chuck it up if you want to. I mean, for those of you who may not know, Cameron Wake has already been nasty pretty much his whole NFL career. If you play Madden with him, he's a human cheat code. We just witnessed it firsthand with our guy Philly, who had before Cameron Wake tore his knee up or something, he had 52 sacks and it was only week 14. I know when I played with them on Madden 14 I played with the Dolphins as a season. I mean, I had Cameron Wake averaging 25 sacks a season. I mean, he's just so fast off the edge.
Right. Another project team I'm thinking about taking, man, to be honest with you, is the Atlanta Falcons, man. I mean, they got a lot of weapons offensively.
Really?
They look they looking to bring in